Okay, so we're going to do some problems from page 313 of the McDougall-Littell geometry textbook because it's a chapter test review and we're giving the chapter 5 test tomorrow. So if you're having trouble seeing this, go to page 313 and you can see it better there. The first problem says if there's a triangle RST and P is the circumcenter, then PR, PS, and PT are are they always equal? Well, sure doesn't look like it. Not right there, right? Um, can they be equal would be another question. If you have an equilateral triangle, then maybe your circumcenter would be all those angle. It would be the same as the median, and then in an equilateral triangle, it could be equal. So number one is sometimes. Sometimes all those perpendicular bisectors are equal, but not always. Not even usually. Closer to never. Number two says um, if BD bisects, hang on, if BD bisects angle ABC, like in this drawing, that means AD and CD are always, sometimes, or never congruent. Well, if it bisects the angle, that means the angles are congruent. We have no information about the sides, so they might be, they might not be congruent. We really have no idea. So sometimes, for number two. Number three, the incenter of a triangle blank lies outside the triangle. Remember, the incenter is the center of the circle that you can inscribe inside the triangle, which means it's always inside, which means it's never outside. The incenter is never outside the triangle. Number four, the length of the median of a triangle is blank equal to the length of a midsegment. I think it would be, it seems like you could make a case for sometimes or never. A midsegment goes from the midpoint to the other midpoint. The median goes from the midpoint to the other corner. So obviously the other corner can't be a midpoint. So I think I would say never, although maybe you could make a case that sometimes, this midsegment might equal by a fluke this median. Like they might happen to be equal. So either never, but definitely not always. So medians and midsegments are different. They're usually different. I would maybe not never the same, but maybe never. Either never or sometimes for number four. I'll say never. Number five, if AM is the altitude of side B inside B to side BC of triangle ABC, then AM is blank shorter than AB. So let's look at triangle ABC. There's B, C, A. Well, the altitude AM might be like this. So AM is a perpendicular distance to BC. So AM has to be shorter than AB unless it's a right triangle, then they could be equal. So sometimes, I guess, because if it's a right triangle, like this, then AB is the leg, and the altitude runs right along the leg. They're the same thing. The altitude is perpendicular because it's a right angle. So my answer would be sometimes. All right.